There's a special kind of revenge, the kind where the person who hurt you never even knows it was you. They just suffer. Slowly. Confused. Angry. And powerless. And tonight's story? This revenge smelled bad for weeks. Short pause. Because when someone humiliates you long enough, sometimes silence becomes the loudest weapon you have. If you've ever been disrespected, mocked, or made to feel small, and wished karma would hurry up, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and settle in. Because this is one of those revenge stories that's quiet, clever, and absolutely unforgettable. Let me take you back a few years. Back to trade school. Back to a place that was supposed to be about learning a skill, building a future, and keeping your head down. But instead, it became a place where one person decided to make someone else the punchline. There was this girl. She wasn't loud about it. That's what made it worse. She had this casual way of saying things, tossing words out like they didn't matter, like they were jokes everyone was supposed to laugh along with. She'd walk past, smirk, tilt her head, and then she'd say it, a slur, not shouted, not whispered, just dropped, like it was nothing, like I was nothing. Every time she said it, there was that split second where your body reacts before your brain does. The tightening in your chest, the heat in your ears, that sharp, embarrassing awareness that everyone nearby heard it. And then came the worst part. She'd laugh. Because to her, it was hilarious. I never reacted. Never corrected her. Never gave her the satisfaction. I told myself to be the bigger person. But let's be honest, being the bigger person doesn't stop it from hurting. Each time she said it, it chipped away at something. Confidence. Safety, belonging. And the thing about people like her, they mistake silence for weakness. Weeks went by like this. Then one night, everything changed. There was a party. Her party. Music blasting. Drinks flowing. People packed into rooms they barely fit in. The kind of house party where nobody's really watching anything because everyone assumes someone else is. I almost didn't go, but something in me said, go. So I did. Her house was bigger than I expected. Multiple rooms, hallways, spare bedrooms, a laundry room tucked away near the back. And as I wandered through the chaos, I noticed something. A grocery bag on the counter. Inside it, a can of tuna. And that's when the thought arrived. Not loud, not dramatic, just calm, clear. They'll never find it. I picked up the can. My heart wasn't racing. My hands weren't shaking. This wasn't impulsive rage. This was patience paying interest. I slipped away from the party noise and into the quiet parts of the house. The spare room, the laundry room. Places people don't really look unless they have to. I examined the curtain rods. Hollow. Perfect. I twisted one end open. The sound was barely audible over the music. I packed the tuna inside. Slow. Careful. Thorough. Then another room. And another. Each one felt like checking a box on a list no one else knew existed. The plan wasn't destruction. It was discomfort. Persistent. Confusing. Relentless. Because here's the thing about bad smells. They don't just stink. They haunt. Someone walked in on me. I froze. Heart jumped straight into my throat. It was a guy I barely knew. He looked at me. Looked at the curtain rod. Looked back at me. And then he smiled. Not a laugh. A knowing smile. He nodded once and said, "Carry on." And then he left. "Nick, if you're out there, you're a real one." I slipped the can back where I found it and rejoined the party like nothing happened. No confrontation. No scene. No drama. Just time. And time did the rest. Weeks later, I overheard her talking. She sounded frustrated. She kept saying how her house smelled off. Not garbage. Not sewage. Just wrong. She said she and her boyfriend tore the place apart. Trash cans emptied. Carpets cleaned. Fridge checked 3 times. Nothing. The smell stayed. It got worse. Hot days made it unbearable. Cold days didn't help either. She said it was driving them insane. They argued about it. Blamed each other. She laughed less after that. And every time I heard her complain, I felt something loosen in my chest. Not joy exactly. Relief. Justice. She never said the slur again. Maybe coincidence. Maybe not. But every time she wrinkled her nose, every time she looked tired and annoyed and embarrassed by her own home, that was my closure. She never knew it was me. And that's what made it perfect. No yelling. No confrontation. No chance for her to twist the story or play victim. Just consequences, sealed into the walls of her own comfort. She took my dignity lightly. So I took her peace. Slowly. Quietly. Every single day she walked into that house and felt that smell creep into her lungs. That was karma clocking in for work. And I slept just fine. Some people think revenge has to be loud to be effective. But sometimes, the most powerful justice is the kind that doesn't ask for credit. It just restores balance. If this story satisfied that quiet part of your soul, smash that like button. Drop a comment and tell us, what's the most subtle revenge you've ever seen? And if you want more stories where karma takes its time, subscribe. Because the best payback always waits.